Warhammer 40k DaemonHunters comes out soon. It is a turn-based XCOM style game, following the Great Knights chapter against the corrupting force of chaos. You root out and put a stop to an insidious plot to infect the galaxy with the bloom, an intergalactic cosmic plague capable of rooting worlds into oblivion. And if you don't know what Space Marine is or Warhammer 40k is, make no mistake, you will know by the end of this review. If you get the chance to go out, find a YouTuber that you like, a small one, a large one, whatever that you have not subscribed to, and subscribe. YouTube is all over the place now. Or subscriber has it. Let's jump into this presentation. What more is there to say about Warhammer 40k? Space Marines giant warrior men with multiple hearts. They got a giant seed inside their bodies that carries the workings of their creation, and they are so badass that one of them thought in their dead times that they might as well rival both their faces to show their military rank. They are the best of the best, fighting to keep the universe clean of chaos while flying around in massive ships like reverse blood mobiles. First, the detail here start to stop is tried excellent modeling throughout, a slight lean towards a much cleaner presentation in the cutscenes, and the design so than we have seen in other games, especially in this Warhammer world and the various different titles that we have got. It is noticeable the moment you jump in and you see the first character. There is a bit less of that definite high resolution grid that a lot of the prior titles have gone for, in a slight slide into a more bold and almost comic tone, which I love and I think works perfectly. It sets everything up to be easy to parse, from outfitting them to seeing their ships repairs to repairing across alien battlefields and watching the cutscenes themselves. But it is not just about the Space Marines ripping across those battlefields is what matters. It is about cool 8 maining your way through doors to see what is on the other side, because no one has time for handless and then ripping apart enemies with your thoughts. Before Gears thought about chainsaws and guns, cool Grey Daddy Space Marines were Husqvarna in the out of gen stylish. Warhammer is also about the balance between war and religion, and you see that throughout the Angel game. In this case it is a war religion, but it shows religious iconography excellence. Here there is basically a part where you can put on of the shoulders of your Space Marines that looks like receipts from a cash register that only has one single button that sums up all your hate for the enemies. It also does a great job in most of the environments themselves. Destruction can occur in many places with you able to people down status, and pillars into enemies explode carelessly, place it upon caches and take down alien plant life with 3 eyes and especially maternal looking body part, and that is just one of many ecosystems that you can explore and whittle down as you go out there and take on chaos. Not everything perfect. Let's talk about the heart. It's borderline criminal if it is not vigneting the sides of the bodies in some attempt to eat out information that the enemy has taken their turn. It is got heads on hoods, hell, even when you are talking to somebody in some of the role playing part. There is this massive matrix computer beside you eating up a third of the screen with 4 buttons not shown and one button that basically just says yes sir, it is hers, but I can see a lot of people hating it. Is that big bold design. The Warhammer has it is just bigger and bolder in some ways than other prior titles. Likely you can turn off a number of the indicators that you will see within the main game proper itself, but not all of them. I guess it is just what you sacrifice for the Emperor. No performance is not sacrifice with a 2018 Ti. I was getting well above 16 FPS. Most of the time there were some stutters on some of the larger levels, especially when a lot of things started exploding or when a bunch of enemies teleported in. You have a number of graphical choices as well as your typical full screen windows and window and full screen, and a couple anti-aliasing effects as well, so I would say stick with TCA. Sadly, there is no DLSS or FSR that I could find, which is a myth. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and goodbye.